Poor Nadeko. She brings a lot of it on herself, doesn't she? Of course, you're joining me once again for more Monogatari, and, well, as long as you've been keeping up, you know quite what's going on, so... And so, a 5-second rundown. Nadeko's taken fancy to some white snakes, and... Kayumi's caught her in his room. I can only imagine this conversation, so... Let's get on and see. Being caught red-handed, going through his books as well. But he's well aware of the danger of her having that talisman, no matter what it does. Whenever there's trouble, it just stays quiet, like in school. For several reasons, probably. And why would you, even if it is for your own atonement, why would you ignore... Why would she ignore her beloved Kayomi Oni-chan? Oh yes, her outburst. It would be funny if everyone wasn't kind of informed about it, because when something out of character happens. I mean, we all know how this kind of turns out, because we saw right at the beginning, didn't we? One way of getting it done, I guess. Yeah, having the kind of outlook where you can just stay quiet, look down and get other people to feel uncomfortable and then give up. Might not be something to rely on throughout your entire life. Relying on someone else to help, once again, but this time she's talking to a hairband and a snake. So it is a god. Oh, again. Hang on. Was that alluding to the snake thing that she's been talking to not actually existing? I mean, there was when she was on the phone to him, I think, saying it's hallucinations and her imagination and whatnot being a possibility. Is that the truth of the matter? But that can't be, because she goes all Medusa, don't she? Hmm. Either way, whatever they do with this, I'm glad that Nadeko is getting a bit more of a personality. Even if it is still annoying. And flat, despite her outbursts. Oh, she's actually eating it. The wristband thing did say something about eating it, but... Ah, good, yeah, good save. Just shove her into his shadow. Because you were attacking her. And also... I was waiting for that. Ow. I never understand this kind of behaviour. Especially when it's present in actual reality. Those people are nuts. I like how she's narrating her own inner monologue here. Oh, that looked like it was slightly healing. Because there wasn't just a massive hole in his... Well, there was, but there's still internal organs there. Well, it's not a scrunchie anymore. So he only became... So somewhat real, somewhat a figment of her imagination. So what physical-ish... Or what form would this Kushinawa-san have without her input of a snake? So she had to convince herself that she was being haunted by this snake. And accidentally went about reviving a god. Nice. It's kind of a... kind of like a H.P. Lovecraft thing going on. And she convinced herself that she didn't know to keep up with this delusion. So her looking into how to remove the snakes in the first place led into this. Interesting. Nice bit of cohesion. And became real. Yes. So the corpse, per se, that he was searching for, or host body, is her. Or long before. What happened to cause it then? Ah. Ah. Kind of the same thing as Hanakawa. It's him that caused the... Well, not caused fully, but at least has a hand in the existence of their issues. Even though it was dilapidated and run down. But because her belief in getting someone to help and because of the connection to this shrine already, I guess. And so by that simple fact of her strongly believing, it became real. So in a way, mankind created the gods that they so revere. Which ain't too far from the truth. Did Ogi, whatever the name is, actually say this? Or did it skip over this a little bit? In the ways that Monogatari does. Why are you giving this information? So back then, all that conversation happened like with, is it Hanakawa, where she locks that part of her subconscious off? So even though she was there and present, she doesn't remember it. And in doing so, she became godlike. If she was able to take them both out this easily, How is this story going to end? She just had a key, okay. So when she stayed round, she acquired a key. I mean, the way this is thought out, I didn't think there was going to be this kind of secondary plot going on with her. And her role now is being a god. Not bad. There are worse things to be, I guess. So what is her... the folly of talking out loud? It's a potential of just being a coincidence, but knowing Monogatari, that's usually not the case. Okay, cool. So... well, her whole reason now is killing them, but fine. My god! Or you can just let it go. You're insane. If you're gonna do this, you better damn make sure that Shinobu is completely gone as well, because otherwise we'll have a rehash of the world they just fixed, or the universe they just fixed, I guess. Timing. How did she know? Quite the deal, I guess, but it might not be good enough because she already... oh, just all of them. Will it stop at just those, though? And we'll have yep. So Shinobu has to go first, but where does Senjukahara fit in this lineup? Normally people would... That is just kind of a threat. But with Senjuhara, I think she'll find a way. And the fact that she's stalling for time like this is quite genius. Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Or just a general time frame. This is clever of her, especially in the way of... Not sure why it was so funny. Don't make her wait. I wonder if they're actually going to carry through this. The amount of times that kind of sentence has been said. Yeah, she didn't like children, remember? Wait, is that how we're ending this arc? Oh, hey, Sengoku. Not Sengoku. Yeah, well, Sengoku. Can I call you to say, don't kill us for a while? Sure, why not? That is a ballsy ending. I wonder how many other kind of shows would be able to get away with something like that. I like it. So, Nadeko has fully given over to her desire of, if she can't be with Koyomi, no one can. That whole amazing line of thought. Unfortunately, she has the power to actually carry through with something. And single-handedly managed to revive your religion, so you've got to give her some props for that. Nice. Nice. They're even calling themselves out on it. This is some good writing. This music just... reminiscent of basically any... There's a lot of blood. Whose shoe is that? Whose shoe is that? Who was that tied up? Okay, there's some with the shoe there. Oh, was it Shinobu? And Hitagi. Well, the other two aren't really part of this, but I'm sure if they were to appear, yeah, they'd have some sort of... So the music went from like an old 90s, well, Japanese RPG to a rock version of the intro song, like they usually do, of course. Oh, that pun! Mm. No, no more quizzes. There's too much information for me to get here for me to actually make any sort of comments. Shinobu time. And so there we have it, more Monogatari. And the ending of an arc, the beginning of a new story, but it won't happen for 6 months. But I'm not entirely sure where it appears in the actual Monogatari timeline, because it jumps all over the place whenever it wants. And yes, I know you can go on with the usual about the correct order of watching things, but don't. Honestly, this was very interesting, especially for the end, for this little arc where a lot of it was... They were played a lot of games. Was the snake affecting Sengoku to have unlock this alternate personality where she doesn't have these filters, or was she coming up with a situation in her head to convince herself that this was real to then therefore But of course with Monogatari you really shouldn't take anything for granted because it's Monogatari. Things have been in place for a very long time, apparently. Very curious as to why exactly. I'm just going to call her because I can't remember. Helped Nadeko form this snake hallucination. I'm sure it'll be revealed before too long. Don't want to put a time frame on things. But if you've enjoyed this episode, don't forget to leave your comments down below and your thoughts as well. Making sure not to spoil anything in case people, such as myself, haven't seen things. Unless, of course, it's been in the episodes and I've just completely skipped over it due to my own incompetence. That's fine. But to make sure you don't miss out on anything in the future, make sure to follow along with the channel and that pesky notification bell, which people probably inform you about if you've been on YouTube for longer than a few days, would help you out and make sure you actually see everything. Or, if you want to just keep as is, that's fine too. But really, remember, get some rest. I'll see you in the next one.